Here we go. There's 6 stories so far. Ready? Beginnings. Covenant and an end. Okay, so listen carefully. Ready? In the beginning, God created the first humans. Humans separated themselves from God. Cain kills his brother Abel. God wipes out humans with a flood, but saves what? One family. Listen, saves one family, and then he picks one family, covenant, and promises to use that family to show the world what he's like. Okay, you ready? In the beginning, what? God created the first humans. Then what happened? They separated themselves from God. Cain kills Abel. God wiped all of humanity out with but saved one family. And then he picks one family to show the world what he's like. Okay? All right, I need some help. I need someone who can come up here and hold this. Ben, come on up. Okay, Ben, it's going to be really easy. You stand here, hold this in front of your chest like this, and say, in the beginning.
In the beginning?
Yeah, just say, in the beginning. Okay, now step really close to the edge, but don't fall off. Perfect, right there, so on the edge. Okay, in the beginning. So, Ben, ready?
In the beginning.
In the beginning, okay. And then first humans, who wants to hold? Lila, you want to do this? First humans, come here. Hold it right next to Ben. Okay. All right, so in the beginning, God created what, Lila?
First humans.
First humans. Okay, very simple, okay. We're going to go guy, girl, guy. Let's go with Grady. Sorry, Eli. Grady, come here. Okay. Hold that in front of you. Not in front of your face because we like to see your smiling face. Just over here just a little bit this way. Okay, perfect. Okay, in the God created.
First humans.
Then what happened, Grady? They separated from God. Exactly, okay. And then I need, let's see, a girl. Let's go with Macy. Come on up, Macy. I don't usually pick my daughter, but today I will. Okay. And then who kills who? Cain kills his brother. That's so bad. That's so bad. So Macy, you say Cain kills his brother Abel.
Cain kills his brother Abel.
Oh, that's so... I mean, that would be horrible, wouldn't it, Caitlin? You like Molly, don't you? I mean, most of the time. Yeah. Look at that face. I want to take a picture of that. All right. All right. And then this is where he wipes out all the humans but saves one family. Let's go with Micah. You want to come up here? Ben has been championing your existence here. Okay. What does God do with that, Micah?
Bring a flood.
He brings a flood. He wipes out who? Everybody but
one.
What was that guy's name?
Noah.
Noah, exactly. And then last week, God picked a family and said, I'm going to promise myself to you, covenant, and you and your family are going to show the world what I'm like. Is God like humans that are bad and mean to each other? Is God like brothers killing each other? Is God like separating themselves from humans? No, so humans aren't doing good. And so God's like, I'm going to work with one special family, and that family is going to show the world what I'm like. They're not going to show this. Okay, so I need a girl. Let's go with Caitlin. You want to do this one? Okay, you're one family to show the world what God. Okay, hold it in front of your chest. Okay, look at everybody. Look at the visual aids. You ready? Start at the beginning. Go. One Abraham, family, one family, Abraham. And what's his name? And what's his job? Shh, she is. You need to be quiet. To show the world what? What God is like. Excellent. Micah, don't ruin that because those are my visual aids. Okay, so one more time, and then you're going to do it with the person next to you. Okay, ready?
In the beginning. There's first humans.
Separation.
Cain killed Abel. God made fun.
Upside down.
And
Abraham. Show what?
Show the world what God was like.
Good job. Show the world God is like. Good job. All right, turn to your friend. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Lila. Thank you, Grady. Thank you, Macy. Thank you, Micah. And thank you, Caitlin. All right, turn to your friend, and I want you to tell them the story so far. Super simple. In the beginning, God created first humans. Humans separated. Cain killed his brother Abel. God sent a flood but saved one family. And God's using one family to show the world what he's like. All right, turn to your friend next to you and tell each other the story so far. Go. All right, who's got it down? Who's like, this is easy? Cole, is this easy? No? Yeah? Okay, good job. All right. Who would like to come up and tell everybody what the story is so far? Abby, come on up. Come on up, Abby. Yeah, don't mess up. Okay, everybody, listen. Shh. Shh. Okay, Abby's going to tell us the story. You tell them. You can look and cheat if you need to. That's fine.
In the beginning, God created the earth and first humans, and then they separated, and then Cain killed Abel, and then God made a big flood and wiped out all people, and then he saved one family, Abraham, to represent what he was like.
Whoa! Nice job! Way to go. Okay, good job. You can go sit down. Who else would like to try? Who thinks that they can do as good a job? You want to try? Behind Lila? What's your name? Luke? Luke, come on up, man. You want to try? All right, let's see what Luke's got. Luke looks like he looks confident. Come stand right next to me here. Luke, you know Ed and Patty, don't you? Oh, they're super cool. All right. This is Luke. We've never met. I'm Jeremy, by the way. Nice to meet you, man. All right. So, Luke, you want to tell us the story?
In the beginning, God made earth. Then he made the first humans.
Yep.
Then humans separated them from God. Then Cain killed Abel. Humans separated. Wait. The flood.
Oh, gosh. Yeah.
Then he saved one family and
Covenant.
they
That's okay. Covenant. Who did he pick? What family did he pick for the covenant? Abraham. And what's Abraham's job?
To show what God was like.
To show what God was like. Luke, way to go. Way to go. All right. Hey, you don't have to be perfect at it, right? Not at all. Yeah, he's not been here before. He just learned it just now. All right, Lila, come and see. Let's see what you got. This is my Scrabble partner. Her and I did Scrabble the other day. And Mason.
I won. Okay.
And she won.
In the beginning, there was first humans, and then there's separation.
Yeah.
Cain killed Abel. The flood. And one family. Like God saved one family. And
Abraham, what's his job?
to the earth. Like, I don't know what.
To show everybody what God's like. Yay, good job. Way to go. All right, one more. You can't choose for somebody. Elena, you want to do it? Come on up, Elena. Come on up, Elena. Come on up. Hey, there are 21 stories total, so we got 6. So you guys are doing super well. Come stand right here, Elena. All right, ready? Okay, shh.
In the beginning, God created the first humans, and then there was the separation, which separated the humans from God, and then Cain killed his brother Abel, and then God created the flood, which wiped out all people except for one family. And then he chose that one family to show the world who God was and what he did.
Woohoo! Way to go! Way to go! Luke, you got it down? You know it? Okay. All right, now, let me just take a minute, or 2 minutes actually, and let me just go through those 6 just really quickly as a review, okay? So remember, in the beginning, who was there? God was there, right? Who else was there? Angels, and dun dun dun, who else was there? Lucifer. Now, why did we even tell that story? What's special or weird about Lucifer? Who remembers? Mason? Well, that's why we're reviewing. Lucifer. Who's Lucifer, Joseph? Lucifer's the devil. Follow him instead of? Yes. And who did he convince? A third. Yeah, a third of all. And then, so his name got changed to? Satan. That's where the devil and Satan comes from. So that's why we told that story at the beginning, right? It's so you know where evil comes from. Where does evil come from? Satan, and anybody who chooses things other than whose ways? God's ways. So we don't blame everything on the devil. It's not all the devil's fault. But who was the first one to say, no, I want to be more special than God? Satan was the first one, right? So yeah. So sometimes it's nice to say, oh, Satan made me do it. No, you did it. You don't have to blame Satan. Now, sometimes Satan goes, hey, it'll be really cool to hurt somebody, right? And you go, oh, yeah, that's a really good idea. Right? All right? And then the first humans, who created everything? God did. He created humans in his image. So that means we look like God. God rules the world, right? He's in charge. And God wants to walk with the humans. Hattie, can I borrow you for a second? Can you borrow? This is God's favorite thing in the world to do. Hey, how you doing? You doing good? You doing really well? Okay. This is super fun. Let's turn around. Let's just keep walking. I mean, this is so much fun. I have so much fun. I created humans because I just like hanging out with them. Are we having fun, Hattie? This is super fun. Look at her. She's in her own world. She's having a blast. Good job. Good job. All right, good job. All right. And God placed humans in a garden and told them not to eat of what tree? The good and evil tree. Eli, you were going to say that, right? What other tree was in the garden, Eli?
Wait, is that the forbidden tree?
What other tree was in the garden, Eli? Tree of life, exactly. So the tree of knowledge of good and evil was forbidden. The tree of life was there so that they could have continual life. Okay, so things were good. They were having a blast, like they were following whose ways? God's ways. They weren't doing anything bad until who shows up? The serpent. Okay, the story says a serpent came to Eve. Who do we think the serpent is? Mason? Satan. What's his original name? Say. Lucifer. So yeah, Lucifer, he'd convinced some of the angels not to follow God. So guess what he's going to do with the humans? He's like, ooh, I'm going to try to trick the humans to follow me instead of God. And did he succeed or did he fail? He succeeded. The humans said, oh, that sounds like a really good idea. Huh, we're going to not follow God. We're going to follow ourselves. Exactly. And so the consequence of that is we hide from God. And we are sent out of the garden. So guess who we're not with anymore? We're not with God anymore. So then what happens when evil finds its place in our heart? Cain had evil in his heart. We start hating people. And Jesus says, if you hate somebody, it's like committing murder. So guess what Cain actually did, though? He actually hated his brother enough that he kills him. Can you imagine hating your brother or sister that much? Yeah, but God punished him, but God also protected him, which is weird. So God gives us consequences. Shh. Annabelle, can you please sit up? Thank you. Can you guys scoot in just a little bit more? All right. I need you to listen. Easton, I need you to, if you have a question, you can raise your hand. But don't talk while I'm talking, okay? God punishes Cain. There are consequences, but God has grace for Cain. He also protects. Yeah. And then all of humanity during the flood was only evil all the time. So everything they did was bad. Can you imagine going to a school where every time you walked onto school, people were beating each other up, and the teachers were laughing? Oh my God. Would you feel safe going to a school like that?
No. Yes.
Yeah, if you were big and strong, you would be like, yeah, who can I pound today? But if you were not big and strong, you would be like, ah! And if the adults were laughing and not protecting you, that would be bad, right? Oh, that's what it was like before the flood. All of humanity, all the adults were laughing. And God was sad he made humans. So he destroyed all of humanity in a flood, but he spared one family and two of every kind of animal. And then last week was a very long, kind of windy story. And I wanted to make sure you remembered this as the most important part, okay? God picked one man. What was his name? Abraham, and his wife Sarah. And he promised that through this family, he would show the world what he was like. And he had a son, and his son's name was... Oh, wait. What was his son's name? Isaac, which means... It means laughter. And that's what we're going to do right now.